Well guys, the second episode of She-Hulk is officially out, and despite being a shorter episode, there's definitely stuff in this that you want to pay attention to, because it's going to be important in what's going on in not just this series, but also the MCU. So this episode will be dealing with the fallout of what happens in the last one. If you guys would like all of our thoughts on this, the audio commentary will, of course, as always, be out later today. But back on this episode, so despite the shorter runtime, which is an issue because I think you could have done a little bit more here to just further this story, the main crux of the story is Jen has lost her job. She lost the job she had previously because of the whole Hulk thing, and it essentially ends up being a whole catalyst for what goes on here. So She-Hulk is in the news, they're all talking about Jen, but her personal life, like I said, takes a twist and turn when she loses her job, and it's because she turned into the Hulk that she lost the job. But that's almost like a blessing in disguise, because now she's been offered a new job. This new job at a law firm will be centered around dealing with villains and trying to represent them. And the big case that she's being asked to take on is Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination. So she goes and meets him, and she realizes that maybe he's not as bad as I thought. And he presents a pretty good case of, hey, I did that because I wasn't really in control. I was doing my job for the United States government. What they gave me made me a monster, so help me out, defend me. And I really like that because it connects to the other part of this episode, the other part being that she was only hired at this law firm to represent superheroes because she is a superhero and she has superpowers, and she got this because of, well, all the news and media surrounding her, so she feels like she's being used. Again, this goes well, very well, in my opinion, in hand with the Abomination plot, which I think is really good to build up that relationship and what's going to be happening with, her representing him, but also other heroes out there, and how is she going to perceive this job by the end of the season. It was all really well handled here, and I really enjoyed it. Again, I just wish it was longer because I would have loved a little bit more with Emil, and maybe a little bit more with her reacting to how the world suddenly perceives her, right? Because she's all over the news. A little bit more of that, I think, would have fleshed out the episode, but overall, really good.